All right, today we're going to be doing a gel filter mod on this Casio AE-1200 or the Casio Royale. Some of the tools that we're going to need a scalpel, preferably with a new blade. We're going to need tweezers. We're going to need the Casio Royale, a screwdriver. This is a little like watch blower that gets all the dust off, double-sided tape, and the gel filter. Let's get started. All right, first things first, we're gonna wanna take off these 4 screws that are holding the case back on. So this is a precision Phillips screwdriver, so 000, and it's just the right size to get in there and take all of these screws off. Take your tweezers, get onto the edge, lift, and place safely. So this is the Casio Royale. Around the edge you have a little gasket which keeps it waterproof. So we're gonna just take that off and also put it to the side. And then this is your module. There's a couple different ways that you can take it apart. You can use tweezers to pry it off. Honestly, I just find getting your finger kind of right here allows you to pull it carefully. And that's what the module looks like. So we're just gonna place that off to the side. So this is the bezel that comes in the Casio Royale. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put tape around kind of all of the sides and then in here too. So we're gonna do double-sided tape. So we're just gonna go around with the double-sided tape. And just place it kind of along the bottom, and then along the side. Right here. And then along the top. We're just trying to avoid getting it over any place where you would see from the other side. So then you can flip it over and make sure you don't see any tape kind of on the insides here or anywhere around there. So once we do that, we take our gel filter and we're gonna need to cut this down to size. So this is clearly too big. I have 3D printed these little punches, which give me the exact size. So you just place it on there, and then I like to draw around it with a Sharpie. I'll include the link to this down below. And then with that, you can just kind of cut on the inside of this because it'll be slightly too big otherwise. And then with the Casio, there's these little notches on the top. So if I were to put it on right now, it'd be slightly too big still. So we need to cut the notches off the top. Cut the notches off the corners. So now if we look at it, it is the perfect size. So on each side of these, there is a film. So we can just take the film off. And then place it on. Make sure we're pressing down where all the tape was. Flipping it over, making sure it's good. And then we can take off this film as well. At this point, we want to take our blower, make sure we're getting off all of the dust. There's also this type of brush that you can do. And then one more time. Make sure you're getting on the other side. We take our case and we also blow. Any speck of dust that we see on the inside, or any speck of dust that's in the inside will show up. So we want to make sure that we're trying to be as clean as possible. You can just drop the filter back in, like so. Give it one more spray. So we can see there's some dust there, so we want to spray it out. And then we're going to drop our module back in. So here, there's the buttons that push in on the module. So we're going to slide it in on one side. And then we're going to use our tweezers to just make sure the levers are out of the way. Do it on all four. There we go. With that, we're going to start putting it back together. We take the gasket, make sure that it's seated nicely, and then we can take the case with all the screws and start putting it back together. I like to do the screws in a X pattern just to make sure that I have everything seated. And with that, we've done the red gel filter on the Casio AE-1200.